G'day everyone, my name's Cautious Pancake and welcome back to day 30 of the teleport series, where the zombie virus has mutated and is causing both zombies and players to occasionally teleport. After getting started with the base renovations yesterday evening, I've spent last night doing a quick mining run to stock up on coal and nitrate so that I can kickstart some ammo production when I get back to the snow base. I then managed to finish the double wide trench around the combat area and start on the zombie path for those that get teleported up onto the roof. For this morning, I want to finish off the base construction, then head over to see Jen. There's the morning. So what we need to do just now is we're going to get these doors in place so that we can control the pathing on and off, just like over at the snow base. Just like that. That'll allow zombies to come out here, run across. Doesn't have any supports from the ground, but it is supported across to the existing building from these plates just here, so hopefully that should be enough. It's probably not a heap though, so I might put in an extra few now that I think about it, just here. That way if any of them get broken, there's a few more just to support it. And then of course we need to upgrade them all. Don't need those extra ones on the end now, they were just for support. There we go. Other than that, I do need to just finish off upgrading all of this to concrete because I don't really want any cobble left, and then we'll work on the combat base. That's all now nice and strong. The rest of the building probably isn't all that strong, it's only partial cobble, but there's so much of it that I think will be okay. Now also got this modified entrance, which gets us up into the base. We need the extra wooden door that we made that can just go like that. Gives us a nice little doorway. Now the rest of this I think can go to concrete as well now. Got a nice little skill point from that. The other thing I want to do obviously is knock out all the wood up here and put in blocks. That'll just help remove some of the cop spit. It'll make this area really cramped, but it also means we're less likely to get zombies teleporting inside with us. Then last, we just got to knock out these bars so that we can do the same there. Don't want cops spitting at us more than they need to. And if they can't see us, then they won't spit. At least if you're using the full cube blocks. I know there's a few other blocks that you can use to do sneaky little portals, or I could put in the scaffold ladder just to prevent the spit coming through, but the cops are still going to spit at you then, and I don't really plan on trying to fight any of the zombies out here. I want them just to route around to where we're going to fight them centrally, so I'd rather block off their avenue of sight. That way it just stops all the spit. We don't have to worry about repairing the walls as much. Do the roof to cobble. Or at least a little bit of concrete where I accidentally do that. Doesn't need to be concrete though. And to get across, I'm not going to bother with force fields because I don't really plan on coming out here during Horde night. Although what I plan for and what ends up happening isn't always the same thing. And let's just maybe do these to cobble as well. Fix them up, just so that we've got a few spikes for any vultures that come our way. So that's the base kind of floating okay. I have no idea what's going to happen to my storage and crafting base down below during Horde night. I think zombies will fall down there and probably go to town on them. So if we do end up fighting here, I'm going to have to move all the contents of that down into the vehicle, which will be a bit time consuming. But I think this will be okay for now. What I do want to do though is just check, we've got a few supplies in there, nothing too crazy, a few bits and pieces in here, but not a lot. So what I might do is grab all the sellables that are left, clean up my inventory a bit, and then we'll go over and see Jen, sell off what we can, and go from there. can see here, this is where we put the materials that I mined up last night. Don't need pine seeds. Can sell these. And now that we've finished crafting, we can put some of these things away. Keep the... No, the suppressors can go in the truck. Okay, that's empty. What have we got in here that we can sell? We can read those scrapping books. We can sell these, read the medical journals. Up to impact driver level 5. We'll keep the water filter for when we get to the other base, the desert base, or we'll even take it straight back to the snow base. The rest of that is all material we don't need to sell. Probably can sell the baton parts. I don't think I'm going to use them anytime soon. Oop, and I think there was some gold nuggets there as well. We'll take those to sell. I'll take the magnum so that we can hold that when we're trying to sell things. We can sell both of those. May as well take some extra crossbow bolts. Not that I'm using crossbow bolts all that much. Alright. So, there's the teleport. Let's go see Jen and sell off this junk and maybe grab a quest while we're down there.
Trader Jen's got you covered.
I don't think it's worth buying an awesome sauce to then sell all this stuff, though. I don't think it's going to be worth that much. So I'm just going to sell them all off and we'll go from there. Okay, so let's have a look at your jobs. Nothing particularly close, and since I'm going to want to come back and hand it in, I don't want to go too far away. There's a tier 4 speed clear close by, an infested speed clear.
If you do this for me, I will
Johnnytown?
never forget you. So,
Or the speed clears at Novoskane High School. Now I can't do that because that's where my base is, so that would have been nice.
Oh, come on.
In terms of how close it was. So maybe let's take the infested speed clear, tier 4. Don't necessarily need to worry about the timer, but we can do our best to match it.
If you finish 2 more jobs this week, I'll give you
Let's head on off and see how we go for our infested speed clear as we get a snake. So just while we wait, there should be a Tingles not too far away. We had one just before we left. Turns out that I brought the improved suppressor rather than just the basic suppressor, which is probably more than we need for a tier 3 sized POI. It's a tier 4 with infested, so it'll be tier 3. So we'll just maybe have to go with that. And that's pretty much it. So just hanging about. Here comes the teleport. So as soon as that's done, if that's Tingles, we'll go straight in. Eat some food. Tingles. Let's go. Nobody outside. Let's go through the doors. Try and shoot straight. That'll help. Nobody in here. Someone down here. Where'd you come from? Keep moving. Doing horrendous damage to the blocks. Now that we've completed the shotgun book series, let's keep pushing on. We should reload at some point. Whoa! Where'd he go? Through the wall somewhere. No, I'm missing stuff, but that's alright. We're trying to do speed clear speedy. Right, yeah.
My senses have picked up something.
Okay. Not too bad. Rushing, rushing, rushing. Next one down. Where are you going? Grab the bookshelf. Missed gold entirely. Not sure how doable that gold time is, to be honest. Next lot. Next lot. Okay, can we do silver? Okay, got the gold marks. Just got to go upstairs. Let's go, go, go. How many we got? There we go, silver. And teleport. Tingles. Okay. Well, I feel like I didn't really say anything. Just tried to shoot my way through that one as quickly as possible. Apparently I can't aim and talk at the same time, but we got there in the end. We'll just double check whether that's operational. I'll take that Mega Crush. And there's no beer. Check back at Jen's for beer in a bit. Looking for cooking mags just to try and get more food that we can make. Not today. Not doing well for the cooking mags today. Okay. Let's grab this end loot. Start with the main. Straight through on the first one. Got a tools, got a treasure map. And a few other bits and pieces. Nothing too outrageous. Steel sledgehammer to sell. A couple of mods that'll come in handy. Let's make sure that we leave one of them in there. Grab the usual suspects. We're full apparently. I'll read the bow hunter just so that we can take the forged steel. And what can I get rid of? I'll eat that, scrap that. And read that. Let's check out the boxes. Eat the chicken, even though we're full. Don't really need to carry that around. They're all sellables. I'll scrap you. Don't need 8 paper. Take the rest. Right, let's head on up. Grab the scraps. Grab those. Unwell, here's the port. So I'll open these up. Then we'll go stash this in the bike. Well, not the bike, the 4x4. Pop these away. Construction box for a forge mag and some blocks. Always handy. And to be honest, I don't think I'll bother running back through. I don't think there's going to be that much stuff really that's going to be that good, is there? Maybe just do the inside here. Don't really need water. Try again for the cooking mag. There it is. I think there's a bookshelf up the top here, isn't there? Yeah, there it is. For Armor Pocket Mod schematic. Okay, so nothing really fancy there. Let's dump this gear in the truck and we'll go back and see Jen. So just scrap a few of these things that we don't really need. And off we go.
I knew you could do it.
What have we got? Gunpowder, a little bit. Grenades be handy, but I think recog is the thing that gives us the most benefit, so I'm going to take that. And never mind on everything else. So from here, I want to do one more thing quickly back at the base. And that is, I just want to get laid out where we can put... Actually, that's not a great location for some extra steps for the zombies. But I want to work out where I'm going to put some, not barbed wire, some electric fences. Because you want them generally 1, 2, 3, and then if we can just whack that one on the edge. So that's going to be a good spot, or even one below. Pop that there. Just gives us a nice little spot for the fence to go. Was hoping to get put it onto the roof or somewhere close by, but not to be. So we've got that one in position. I don't need to finish building it right now, just because we've also not got the fences with us. But on the other side, we can also go 1, 2, and probably end up, I might go a little bit further away. So if we pop that there and knock that one out, that should be at the same height, I think. Possibly fill that one in. And then that will be same height. We can put some fences just across there, and then we can protect them potentially from being attacked by putting some extra blocks around them. Just like that. So that'll protect the fences from being attacked on the outside. Hopefully no one gets teleported onto the front there. And then we can put the fences all the way across. This time the advantage is that the zombies won't run through the fence on the way back around, which was a bit of a problem over on the snow base. And because we've got so much protection from the outside with the full blocks, we shouldn't get much cop spit taking those out this time. At least that's what I'm hoping for. And we'll take all of that. Let's see how much we can fit in the van. Not a whole lot, but at least we've got it with us. Take all of that, see if we can fit this in. Just trying to jam as much in. I won't bother with the hop seed. Won't bother with a single first aid bandage. Okay, so from here, we've got our base kind of sorted, ready for Horde night. It needs a few touch-ups here and there, but it should be good to go should we get ported anywhere near here. So from here, given that it is now 2 o'clock, the plan is to head down back to our desert base. Where is it? See, nope, that's the wrong Bob. Over here. I'm going to head down here, talk to Bob, see if he's got anything worth looking at. Can also go through Trader Rect. No, we can't. That's a bit out of the way. We'll go do the Jen's treasure map. That was the other thing we needed to do. Let's actually mark this as a mine. And mark our treasure map. Let's go grab that, and we'll head down to our desert base. Just as the teleport kicks in, we'll try and mark out a few of the boxes. It's one of the big ports, but not too bad. Okay, bit of a weird shape this one. Let's get down to wherever we can one-shot the dirt. Clay soil will also help.
My senses have picked up something.
Where'd this one go? In from everything except this one, so let's head leftish. And there it is. Oh, I'm loving this. We've had pretty good luck with the treasure, the buried treasure ones. Finding them nice and easily. Ooh, a tier 5 wooden bow. No, 15 silver nuggets and a bit of cash, a little bit of ammo, always helpful. I shouldn't complain. Oh, I'm stuck. You guys are swarming like crazy. Or teleporting near me from far away. Okay, so that's the treasure map completed. So if we head down just to here to start with, and then we can sneak on through, then bounce on over to our base. Okay, back home, back to the desert. Still got our mini bike here. Let's park this
I've
up.
got a bad feeling about this.
Snakes to welcome us. I will take your meat, thank you, sir. And I'm just probably going to leave most of this in the truck. See if we can pop that in. I will take the water filter, because we're going to be setting up home here for a little while. Let's just see what we've got left. We've got a floating chest. I think we took most of this away now with us. We've got tons of coffee. We should probably just get some of that crafting straight away, to be honest. Don't think we've got any gunpowder here. Do we have any gunpowder in the truck to make blackstrap? Any gunpowder? No gunpowder. Okay, we've got plenty of stuff to make gunpowder. I don't think we've got a chem station here. No. So let's take all of that and pop the filter in, just so that that starts making clean water for us. We'll take all of that. Let's punch some plants. Anything to replant, just this one. And let's get the coffee going then. But let's make half of it. And keep the other half for blackstrap. Let's get some more building blocks going. Nothing in the forge. Lots of parts. That's the other thing that we could potentially bring back. Lots in the cell. Okay, so let's pop some of the parts away with the mods. Put the ammo and the guns away, the food away. And we'll take a few bits and pieces to sell. That'll do. So let's just whip on over to Bob actually. Sell off some of that gear.
Pull off and have a look around. I got machines that'll make your heart skip a beat.
Again, I'm not too worried about the price that we get, but there's another $5 grand.
Come back
And
soon.
I'll just go get the other things that we wanted to sell, and then I'll check out what he's got for us.
Let's get you sorted.
And what have you got to sell for us? A few fence posts. Let's actually grab those so we can do this base with the fences and we don't have to head back or worry about them later. It's only the other base that in the burnt biome that we don't have them now. Well, and the snow base, since they got destroyed in the last Horde night. Might as well buy a second water filter so that we've got 2 of them to carry around. No real weapons that we need. Any books? No useful books. I think that's pretty much it then.
Tell your friends
While we're
about me.
here,
Trade
let's
and
grab
buy.
a mission for tomorrow. We could try a tier 5. Is there an infested? We could do an infested. That might be a good option. I might try that one at the housing development. Housing development's also sometimes good for crafting materials. So let's give that a shot. We'll take that for the morning. Don't have time to do it now.
I think I've got a few jobs.
So from here, what we might do is head back home and start having to think about what we're going to do for the base construction. Okay. So with this base, the challenge that we've got is all of this roof space is teleportable and can sometimes get zombies pushed onto it. We're about to get teleported ourselves. We've got plenty of work to do on this ramp as well, just to strengthen that up. You can see it's all just cobble from the early game. Still constructed pretty well with a straight bit. The other issue we had was zombies unable to make this corner. They would run and try and turn and fall off, but again, I'm not too worried about that. A lot of zombies were also landing on the roof down below. I'm guessing they sort of did that and slid off the side, so we might want to knock some of this out. That looks fairly easy to do, just to keep them off of things that we don't want them on. Don't want them knocking this out, but really shouldn't matter too much from a structural point of view. Again, we did want them kind of just landing on the ground so that they're not within rage mode, rather than landing on these structures. It's probably the main issue, is that then they're not outside the 12 block range and they're damaging the building as a result, rather than just falling down and staying out of the way. we probably need to do a little bit more demo on the wood, but otherwise that's looking pretty good. So they'll run up, they'll get across there. That's fairly strong. We need to do a little bit of work on the sides, perhaps on the outside, just to put some cop spit protection in. We didn't really have to worry about cops when we did this first, so maybe let's have a look at how that might work while we've got a bit of sunlight left. So we can take these blocks out because we never finished upgrading them. And then we don't want to probably decrease the space in here to a single block. That's a little bit too little. So we'll match the other bases that we've got. Make it 3 wide inside, and then we'll put these blocks up on that exterior. Like that. The scaffold ladder, they can frankly stay there on the inside, that doesn't matter. It's not going to change anything. Except actually potentially block up a space that the zombies can't teleport to, so that might be useful actually. So that should help with some of the cop spit protection. Now, the other issue that we've got is then going to be zombies porting onto the roof and wanting to come into the side here, or come in and mess up our crafting base. Kind of the same as the burnt biome. We don't have great protection for our crafting base, and we've also got a path for the zombies to come through here, that if they were to teleport over here, rather than running around from the ground and coming back up the ramp, they're going to come through here. So that's probably the other thing that I need to think about tonight. But since it's about to be evening, that's probably a good point for us to end day 30. Please hit the like button if you've enjoyed this episode, and consider subscribing if you'd like to watch the rest of the series. Massive thanks for the generous support of my patrons shown here. Thanks to you for watching this video, and happy teleporting.